Hi and good afternoon. Welcome onto my page or my channel, depending where you're watching this from. My name's Esther from Stampin' Star Creations, and I'm back doing my afternoon lives at 1 o'clock on a Tuesday. Sorry, I had technical issues. My other phone did not want to play ball and it was just going around in a circle. So I'm going to ignore that for a minute. Sorry about my voice, it seems to go occasionally. Don't know what's causing it, but it just does. So today we're going to play with penguins. Now we are in the time of what's called saleabrarion at Stampin' Up, and if you check out my online shop at stampinstarcreations.co.uk, you can see all the offers available to you now. Today is the 28th of September 2021, and you literally got 2 days left of saleabrarion. So I'll just talk you through that quickly and then we'll get started making a project. Got to remember how to do this, it's been a little while. So this is the saleabrarion catalogue. It's a small catalogue that runs from the 3rd of August. Actually it started, did it start in August? Anyway, ends 30th July, that's what you need to know. So you get some lovely items in here, including this lovely glitzy paper and this lovely cute penguin paper that matches this set that you can buy. So if you really like penguins and you want to actually cut out your own, stamp your own and dress them up, they're available from the mini catalogue. So all these are available online at my online shop, so just check it out there, stampinstarcreations.co.uk. If you want a physical copy, if you're in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands and you want an English copy, I can get one in the post to you of the mini catalogue and the main catalogue. The mini catalogue goes up to December. Okay, so just to give you a few examples of ones I've done already. This one is making up the penguin with the stamp set, and this one was using some paper cut out. So the punch actually cuts out some of the images from the paper. Okay, lovely to see you all. Thank you for those joining me live. And today I'm going to do a fancy fold. Now, I've done this fold a couple of times. I'm trying to think what I've done with my sample. Let me see if I can find it quickly. No, I've gone and put it somewhere and I forgot to get it out. It's not around. I haven't got a clue where I've put it. Anyway, I'll show you another one. So this is thanks to my friend Linda Kasparian for this inspiration, and I road tested it the other day when we did a mystery stamping, and it's always really lovely to see the variety that people come up with when they are doing fancy folds and doing mystery stamping. So with this paper I tried to do it double-sided because I wanted the black and white to be both sides, but it is quite tricky. It makes it difficult to fold and crease because of the thickness of the paper. So I would say just choose your pattern carefully, choose one that you are happy to see both sides of the images. Okay, and then this pulls out like this, and the great thing about this is it uses half a sheet of 12 by 12. Okay, it's a really simple, easy fold, but what I think is very effective. So lovely to see you all. Thank you for hopping on. And so this paper is from that suite I was just telling you about. So on this side you've got penguins, fox, polar bears, and who else? Rabbits. And then this side we've got a polka dot design. Okay. So I'm going to run through the names while I cut this down and say good afternoon and hello. Good morning, Barbie. Hi, Anne. Great to see you. Long time no see. And Claudette. Lovely to see you too. Hi there, Carol. Always lovely to see you. And Joanna. Good to have you back, she says. Thank you. Hope you're feeling better. I'll come back to that in a minute. Who else? Hi there, Tracy. And hi, Matt. So it's our wedding anniversary today. We've been married for 19 whole years. Amazing. 19 years. It's gone rather quickly. So I am a lot better than I was. I'm just going to concentrate because when you cut this paper down, you want your design to be horizontal. So I'm going to cut it down at 5.5 inches. Okay, so 5.5 inches. So I've not been around for a while because I've been suffering from sciatica, and it's got a lot better, and I really feel like I've turned a corner now. I'm still in a little bit of pain, but it's easing the more the days go on, so that's good. 1 more year than Claudette. Ah, yeah, the big 20 next year, God willing. Okay, so now that we've cut it down to 5.5 by 12, you want to turn it long ways, and we're going to score it at 2, 4, 8 and 10. So the measurements are quite easy to remember. 2, 4, 8 and 10. Now, one thing I should have said is just double check that your paper is 12 by 12. I came a cropper with some paper that I used which wasn't quite 12 inches. But if that's the case, you can still work with it. What happens is you'll have shorter sides here, so you can just create yourself a border with some die cutting or with some edging. So 2, 4, 8 and 12. Those are the numbers you need to remember. No, sorry, 2, 4, 8 and 10. You don't want 12 or else you won't be cutting you won't have a score line then. Okay, so that creates your folds, 2, 4, 8 and 10. Now, we're just going to now turn it back to the short side. Hi Bobby, lovely to see you. Yeah, I was just saying I'm a lot better than I was, thank you. Still on some of the meds, but a bit more mobile than I was, which is the important thing. So we're going to measure up 2 3/4 from the edge, which is about 7 centimetres. I'm just going to do a mark with a pencil. You can mark with your, whatchamacallit, your scorer if you want. But I just think, at least with a pencil, we both get to see what's going on. And I'm marking both ends, that end and that end, okay? My voice, I know, I don't know what's gone on there. I'm a bit hoarse. Right, let me think about what I'm doing. So now we're going from that score line that we've cut, okay, and we want to match it up to the, sorry, let me start again. Going from that mark there to our central, to the centre score line, okay, and the same on the other side. So basically you're cutting off that corner, okay. I want to be as visual as possible because this is really easy and effective to do, but I just want you to be able to get an idea. Now, you don't have to draw the line, I'm just wanting to show you visually where I'm cutting. Then carefully line that up in your trimmer. I have to think of the name then. Oh, Claudette, on holiday at home, it's the only reason I'm on, otherwise I'd be at work. I was going to say it's unusual to see you, but oh so lovely. And again, we're going from that middle score line to our mark, okay? Like so. So you should have this kind of tent, kind of extended house shape. I'm just going to move that aside a minute. We are going to need the trimmer again soon. Excuse me. I'm trying to clear this voice. So we're folding the larger flap in, so those centre folds. If you change your mind, you can easily fold it back again the other way. Okay, if you decide that actually that's not how I want my print to be, you can just flip it over and bend it the other way. So don't worry too much if your creases don't meet. Mine don't quite meet. I'm going to try and make it, so I'm going to just, can you see what I'm doing? I'm just going to encourage it to crease a bit more in the centre like that. So you've got this nice fancy fold. You might just want to test it out, you might just want to have a quick look to see if you prefer it this way. But bear in mind you're going to cover most of that design in the centre anyway, so I'm going to stick to it being this way. So the next thing you might want to think about is your decoration inside and your mat and layering for the inside. So I'm just going to check the measurements because I think I might have changed it when I... So this is 3.5 inches by 5 inches. Okay, so let's get out some, I'm thinking the purple colour. fresh freesia. I should talk proper Stampin' Up rather than... I'm going to do 2 layers. We're going to do a white layer as well. Find some card. Oh, Joanna's at work. Hope you're on your lunch break. So 3.5. By 5. Now normally I would chop away at the middle, but for stability, because you're sticking to paper, I'm going to leave it as it is. And then my white layer is going to be 3 3.25. That's 3.25 inches by 4 3/4. So just doing 1/4 inch less than our mat. And that will sit in there like so. Okay, and that's going to go in the centre of the card like that. So you can decorate this anyhow you would like. What I tend to like to do is to have a focal point in the centre, so usually a circle or something like that to decorate the middle. And then also you can have a layer on the back if you wanted to write a message. So you can stick a layer on the back also. But we'll come to that in a minute. Okay, let's have a look. I'm wondering whether to introduce another colour. And in here, I think this is soft sea foam. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's introduce some soft sea foam. Hi there, Linda. Nice to see you. Do shout if this is your first time. Or if you haven't said hello yet, you can still say hello. And what should we do? The thing is, you can go for any shape. You don't have to stick to a circle. You could go triangle. You could go rectangle. Oh dear, you can tell I've been away. Can't even remember my shapes. Just looking through. I can't find what I'm looking for. Oh, come here. Oh, that would be quite fun to have that swirl. So this is out of the painted labels dies that goes with the poppy dies. So remember, you can mix and match your shapes, you don't have to be strict with what you use. And I just spotted this as well. That would make a fun label, maybe for a more sophisticated card. Okay. So we're going to cut a pale green one. I think I'll bring on the baby. So it will fit on my desk. Oval, says Deborah. Do you know what? I don't have... I've got some old oval dies, but I don't have any... I must admit, oval is not my favourite shape. I think I relate ovals to being quite vintage shape. Don't want to use the word old-fashioned, that's a bit rude. But do you know what I mean? There's certain things that I would... Circle, I think, is my favourite. It's my favourite shape. And I didn't have the triangles either. There we go. So this gives us like a really fun, I suppose it's like a snowstorm effect. Deborah says, I guess I'm vintage. Oh, vintage but young at heart, Deborah. Okay, I'm going to leave this out in case I need it again. see what else we want to use. Now I would like to maybe add a bit of colour around the edges. When I've got white edges it looks a little bit bland, so I might have to do that. And then we might pop, I'll tell you what I have done is I've already gone ahead and cut out some shapes from the paper in a moment of madness. No, I think it was just because I was cutting down some paper and I thought rather than waste the rest of the paper, and I've got some penguin heads as well. Now the fun thing you could do with these penguins is to have them kind of peeking out from your card like this. So I could do that on the inside. So if you've got the end of your paper, the design at the end of your paper, I'm trying to find an example for you. Where's the one that I did earlier? I don't know, let's just use this as an example. So you've got the polar bear here at the end, so if you just cut him out as he is, you wouldn't want the fox legs, but you know, for example, if you cut out the polar bear, you could have him just sort of peekabooing at the edge. Got this cute little fox here as well. So I might use those penguins for inside. And this one has got himself stuck in the snow. There you go. This one's had his head lobbed off, so I don't think we'll use that one. Now, what I wanted to show you was the polar bear doing the splits, because I think he's quite fun. So he could go at the front of my card. Okay, he's taking shape. Hi, welcome, Carol. Nice to see you. So I'm going to stick these penguins down while I've got them in place. Now, I'm wearing a red nail varnish today on some of my nails, and I haven't put my top coat on. And with this kind of red nail varnish, it's that varnish that if you scratch it across a paper, it leaves a mark. So I'm trying to be careful when I'm coming to do stuff that I don't leave a red... I'll show you what I mean. It's not going to do it now. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Because I need to put a top coat on. So I'm trying to be careful where I stick my my nails and try not to scratch the paper with it. How is everybody today? Let me know what you're up to. We could do a time zone check-in. Let me know what time it is where you are. That's always fun. Right, let's have a look at that penguin stamp set, because we can jazz up these little guys. Let's get out the soft sea foam, and in here we've got a little Christmas tree, or a tree. Doesn't have to be a Christmas tree, does it? We can really kind of dress up these little penguins and add some extra bits and pieces. 8:20 where Deborah is, 7:20 where Carol is. Almost 9:30 in Nova Scotia. Oh, Barbie's homesick today. Hi there, Kay. Nice to see you. And I think we will add... Now, it has got some black in this picture, so I'm going to use some black memento. And... give this guy a bow tie. So cute. Linda's 7:20 in the morning, still in bed. Don't blame you. Stay there a bit longer. And then I was thinking someone can have some antlers. Should it be this guy hanging upside down here? Give him a set of antlers. Oh, so cute. What else have we got in here? Oh, we've got a woolly hat. Let's get out the fresh freezer. So I've got all the colours already sort of done for you in this set, which makes it nice and easy. So if you struggle with colour combinations, you can use their paper for inspiration. In this set also, they've got some snow, so I think I'm going to use, no, there's only blue in this paper, yes. What colour is that? Balmy, I think. So we'll use some balmy blue. Kay's been up since 2 o'clock with her doggy. Oh dear. Sorry to hear that, Kay. She must be poorly, poor thing. I'm leaving some room for maybe a sentiment to go in there. Yeah, and that's just the inside of the card. So you've got a lot going on. You've got all that lovely detail on the inside. That'd be like a nice surprise. Ta-da! Oh, she's poorly. Poor thing. So that's the inside sorted. Got to work on the outside a bit more. I was thinking about doing a sentiment. Has it got... Oh, it's got some sentiments in here. Oh, I want something a bit more Christmassy. Something... Let's have a look. Have I got something Christmassy? What can we say? A joyful Christmas to you and yours. That sums it up, I think. Nice jolly card. I think we'll go with the fresh freezer again. So that was from the Merriest Moment stamp set. A joyous Christmas to you and yours. Maybe I should have stamped it first, but never mind, it still worked out. There. I do feel like it needs some snowflakes at the bottom. Feels like it's sort of got a gap. There, that's better. So in terms of the outside, I think I'm going to blend it with some lilac. Why am I calling it lilac? It is fresh freesia, Esther. Fresh freesia is the colour. So has anybody done this fancy fold before? Got no idea what it's called. It's almost like a fancy gatefold, isn't it? Accordion gatefold, I think that's what we should call it. Now, which bits are we going to see? So we'll see a bit of this. Might as well just do all of it, hadn't I? So this isn't a Stampin' Up! Blender brush, in case you're wondering, but Stampin' Up! Do sell their own in packs of 3 at a very reasonable price, and they are very good quality brushes. After having the cheap makeup brushes, it is worth spending the money on some decent brushes. I'm just using this because I've been gifted these brushes and they're just it's in the right colour. Okay, so that just adds a bit of, that's better. I'm just going to do a bit along this edge too. Okay. Who's got this paper? Has anybody actually got this paper? So I want to work on this front piece now. So I've got the main stage here with this guy on it. Now I just thought I could put some of this glitzy, could add some of the glitzy paper to it, can't we? Let's see what we've got. Let's see if I've got I think I must have my circles out or something. Where are my circles? That's not it there. No, the most important dies you could have are your circles. You can't find them. Oh. Dear, where are you? Obviously not in there. You know when you look twice, you think it'll suddenly show up because you've looked twice. I've lost something else today as well today, so it's not, today is the day of lost things. Okay, how big is this circle? Oh, let's try that. So this is a retired 2 1/4 inch punch. We could just have a bit shining through the back. See what that looks like. Not enough shining through. So maybe we could have it at the front. Okay, let's do that instead. And somebody said they got a package coming. Oh, hold on. Just opened it yesterday. I love the bedazzling too. Says Claudette, and Carol says my paper is in my box coming today. Didn't like it first. Now I've seen what could be done with it. I hope I shall be inspired, says Carol. Oh, you could do all sorts. I must admit, I wasn't keen at first either. But I think when you cut it up and use it as a an accent, it works much better. So if you ever get stuck where you can't feed a bit of paper into your punch, just grab yourself a post-it note and you can guide it through. Okay. See, look at that thin, lovely thin disco ball I've got left behind. Hoop. Okay, perfect. So that's going to fit in there. Then you can go in front of the disco ball and do the splits. I feel like it just needs something at the sides. Grab out my freesia ribbon. Might just do a few loop-de-loops on the side, I think. Like that. Oh, my fox friend could come in, couldn't he? No, that won't work because he won't get a look in, will he? Okay, let's get this stuck together. Claudette says she needs to practice her fussy cutting. Being left-handed is a bit difficult for her. Oh. One of my downline's left-handed, and I said to her, I think the Stampin' Up scissors are like universal. I think they're left-hand, right-handed scissors. And she laughed at me. She did find them easier to use. I think because the blade goes from the front to the back, it does make a big difference. Get the disco ball in place. Get the middle in. Okay. Let's do some ribbon. Oh, just thought. Could do some behind there, I think. I feel like it needs something along this bottom edge. I feel like it needs some bit of card to kind of ground. Oh, is that size almost spot on? Almost. Not quite. Excuse me. Okay. So what was that measurement? It's just under 4 inches. Hi Wendy, how are you feeling today, my lovey? So I'm just going to trim it down to 1 inch by 4 inches, and we could always cut off the end if it's too much. Claudette says she's got left-handed scissors and can't use them. They don't feel right. There's no left-handed things back in the day, so you were forced to use right-handed stuff. Oh. See, I want this just to stick across here like that. Just trim this down. I'll try and... oh no, actually I didn't take an official photo of that card. I'll try and find that card I was telling you about. I also used the same design for my father and father-in-law's anniversary, and it was quite effective for that because I stuck the number on the inside when you open up the card. So, and they were really taken by that fancy fold. They really liked it. That's better. That's more like it. Okay, so I'm going to stick Mr. Polar Bear. I think he is a Mr. today. You can easily change it up. I put a little bow in his hair, something like that. Now, just doing the top half because I'm probably going to glue the bottom half. Sorry, hesitating because I was thinking. And when you come to stick your circle, rather than cutting it in half, just stick it on one side of your card. So if I look at the polar bear's paw, that's where I need to glue up to. And then we're going to glue this side. Just going to dab a little bit there so this bit doesn't hang off. I'm glad you're getting better, Wendy, good to hear. So just going by his paw, just turn it over, make sure you are sticking the right bit. Okay, straighten him up a little bit. There we go. Okay, now, oh, the bow. I was going to say it's got something missing. I didn't mean the bow. Don't know if it needs the bow now. Let's readdress the bow situation. Might turn it into a girl after all. Come on. That's a rather glitzy bow, but you know, if you're going to be in the disco doing the splits, why not? Going all out with the bow. I think we'll stick it underneath her ear, so she's got... Okay, right. That'll do for that. Hello, lovely Linda. No, Delinda even. Got Linda and Delinda. So let's see what precious jewels I can stick on. Oh, we've got these nice pale green ones. I think we'll stick to those because they are suitable. So the measurements, just going to recap, are really nice and easy. 5.5 inches. Now, if you're in America, you might want to do make your card bigger, but this way it does fit in our envelopes nicely. So 5.5 by 12 inches. Will do. 5.5 by 12 inches. Score at 2, 4, 8 and 10. Make a mark at 2 3/4 and then cutting to that central point. Now I'm just looking for some wink of Stella to decorate. Add a bit of glitz. I think we need to wink up this. Oh! I think this is the one where I've added alcohol to it, so it's come out rather quickly. Just going to give it a good old covering over. Very glitzy polar bear. Look how glitzy that polar bear is. She's the talk of the disco town. Is this a waterfall gatefold card? Maybe it is. We weren't sure of the name, but thank you, Kate, if it is that, because it would be nice to know the name. Delinda, thank you for asking. Yes, it's getting a lot better than it was. Still in a little bit of pain, but it seems to be getting better. But I am still on a few painkillers, so I'm just going to try and rub out, maybe it's too late, try and rub out my pencil marks. There we go. She's quite shiny glitzy, says Delinda. Look at her go. And then we've got the penguins mucking about inside, backstage. And then you can, what I would say about the back is maybe just add one layer of card, rather than layering too much. When I tried putting 2 layers on the back, it made it a little bit top heavy. So I would suggest going with just 1 layer. I'm trying to look for that white piece of card I had out. Needed to chop a piece down and I can't find any. Are you a piece of card over there? Yes, you are. Okay, so I would chop this down to, what did I say, 5 inches? 3.5 by 5. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Claudette, who loved the card. So just to have it in keeping, I would go round with my... Oh, this is where I could add my fox. I don't want him to miss out. He could go on the back, but I'm just going to add a bit of colour to the edge. And this is going to go on the back. So you could still write your message. Have space, so it's still practical. Thank you, Barbie and Kay, for your lovely compliments. And then finally Mr. Fox gets a look in. He's like old Mr. Fox who's too tired to party. Having coming slightly off the page there. He's like, oh, leave it to the young uns. They can have their party, their disco. I'm going to go into hibernation. I just noticed the bird's carrying the hat. That's cute. Sorry, I'm going to cover up now. There we go. So that will give you room to write your message on the back. There's our disco queen with the backstage boys. How fun is that? I wish I could find that other card to show you, but like I said, when I find it, I'll just pop a picture up on my Facebook page. Thank you so much for joining me. It's so nice to get back to see you all, and I appreciate you taking the time. Let me know if you give this a go. I have got a Facebook group. It is SSC Inspired and Shared. Let me know if you can't find it. I think it's set to private or some kind of, where not everybody can find it. So it's SSC, standing for Stampin' Star Creations, Inspired and Shared, written out. I hope to be around tonight. Matt and I are going out for a meal, so I should be back on time. So if I am, I'll be around on YouTube at 9 o'clock. If you'd like to get WhatsApp notifications, please drop me a message or email me at stampinstarcreations@gmail.com. And you could be added to the WhatsApp notification list. So basically, I have your number, nobody else gets to see it, and you can create what's called something like an announcement list, where it gets a broadcast list where it gets sent out to everybody, but not everybody else gets to see what you write, if that makes sense. Okay? Thank you. Lovely to see you all. Take care and God bless, and hopefully I'll see some of you tonight at 9 o'clock, and hopefully I'll be back next Tuesday. Thank you, Kay, for popping up my email address there, stampinstarcreations@gmail.com. I hope you've been able to hear me today. I'm going to go and grab a glass of water and try and clear my throat. Take care. Lovely to see you all. Bye for now.